Greetings! Welcome to Christmas Spectacular at Essex Alliance Church. We're so glad you've chosen to celebrate this season with us. As we get started, please be aware that performers will be coming and going through the aisles during the show. So we ask that you please remain seated and stay out of the aisles. This year, our special guest is Aaron Archer. Aaron is from Southern California and is still getting used to the chilly weather we're having this season. We know you're going to love hearing him sing, and we're honored to have Aaron as our guest in this year's show. So now, it's time to start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we present The Season of Joy.
The season of joy, the season of wonder, season of love and laughter, family and friends, open your heart and you will discover wonder and good cheer. It's the best time of the year, the season of joy. season of all. It's the happiest season of all. With those holiday greetings and warm turkey meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for roasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary old stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest, yes, the merriest. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest, good cheer and the happiest, oh, cheeriest New Swinging to the sounds of the season, singing out the songs that we all love to hear, ringing out the bells of joy to everyone. Oh, we're swinging, singing, ringing in a brand new year. Swinging to the sounds of the season, singing out the songs that we all love to hear, ringing out the bells of joy to everyone. Oh, we're swinging, singing, ringing in a brand new year. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Here we come a caroling among the leaves so green. Here we come a wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy come to you, and a Merry Christmas too. And God bless you and send you a Happy New Year. And God send you a Happy New Year. Swinging to the sounds of the season, singing out the songs that we all love to hear, ringing out the bells of joy to everyone. Oh, we're swinging, singing, ringing in a brand new year. I saw three ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. I saw three ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We travel so far, field and mountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Swinging to the sounds of the season, singing out the songs that we all love to hear, ringing out the bells of joy to everyone. Oh, we're swinging, singing, ringing in a brand new year. Dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba. Swinging, singing, ringing, ringing in a brand new year. Dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba. New year.
delighting in a one-horse sleigh.
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle and a jingling bee. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell
Christmas without you, I'll be so blue, just thinking about you. Decorations of red, of green, Christmas tree won't mean a thing if you're me. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. And when that blue heartache starts turning, you'll be doing alright with your Christmas wife. But I'll have a blue Christmas.
rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling.
Mental feeling when you hear voices singing as we jive.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned way.
Excuse me. You wouldn't know where I could buy a Nintendo Wii, would you?
Oh, hi, honey. How's the shopping going?
Judy, I'm dying here. Could you meet me at the mall and give me a hand?
What's wrong? Can't you find everything on the kids' Christmas list?
Find everything? I don't even know what to ask for. It takes a graduate degree in digital physics just to talk to the clerk. Things were sure easier when we were kids. Now those were toys. That was Christmas.
Everything I wanted for Christmas, I could find it under line catalog.
Metal balls and chatty Cathy dolls.
I wrote to Santa for $1 billion, making laws. Everything I wanted for Christmas, let me tell you, they would sell it on the radio.
And just get your new erector sets.
Oh, how I wanted an official G.I. Joe. Whoa, silly putty Betsy
wanted one of those. That's beyond groovy. It's fab.
Yeah, I named it Ringo. My dad even let me keep it in my room. Once I got a house train.
Everything I wanted for Christmas, I could buy it, then decry it to be COD.
Lot of trains and crazy twister games.
I couldn't wait to see them wrapped up beneath the Christmas tree, where everything that I wanted for Christmas would be waiting just for me.
Yo! Hey TJ, it's me. Here's the deal. You better double check the Christmas list you gave your parents. Why? I think they're gonna need a lot of help translating it.
Everything I wanted for Christmas, I can find it on a Yahoo blog. MP3s, and PSPs, and stereo video iPods. Everything I wanted for Christmas, I can order it on TV. Razor phones with custom tones and expanded DVDs. We Nintendo Space Transformers, MX T-Rex robots.
I got a Game Boy. I got an Xbox. I got my dad's old pet rock.
Take good care of Ringo, son. It's a family heirloom, and guess what? I'll even let you keep it in your room.
Aw, gee, thanks, Dad.
Merry Christmas, son.
Merry Christmas.
Everything I wanted for Christmas, I can purchase while online. Prada shades and blue jeans made with the signature design. Then everything I wanted for Christmas will be mine. Everything will be mine.
Hey Dad, thanks for the awesome present. It's perfect, Mom. Just what I wanted.
See, honey, we didn't do so bad.
You're right. I think we really want the same things for Christmas after all.
Everything I wanted for Christmas is at home, right at home with my family.
Sharing laughs and taking photographs.
To save the memories as we gather around the Christmas tree.
Everything I wanted for Christmas, I can smell cooking every night. Extra plates of pies and cakes make the season taste just right.
Trash bells ringing, carols
and share the dream. Let everyone on earth believe. The child was born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time. And love came down at Christmas time.
Christmas Eve, 2 a.m., heavy snow is falling down and the streets, clothed in white, echo songs that were sung by candlelight. We're alive, we can breathe, but do we really care for this world in need? There's a choice we must make each and every day. So close your eyes and share the dream. Let everyone on earth believe. The child was born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time. And love came down at Christmas time. So Merry Christmas, everyone, and peace throughout the year. The time has come to celebrate, so let your voices fill the air. Everyone, watch and pray that the sun will shine on a brighter day. Join your hands, lift them high, for this gift of life. When love came down, at Christmas time, when love came down, at Christmas time, when love came So close your eyes and share the dream. Let everyone on earth believe. The child was born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time.
Close your eyes and share the dream. Let everyone on earth believe. The child was born, the stars shone bright, and love came down at Christmas time.
And love came down
Master of everything, Jesus, you lay down your glory, your throne. Jesus, no other name we sing, Jesus, forever the same, our King Jesus. Love's greatest story is known. Jesus, no other name we sing, Jesus, Master of everything, Jesus, lay down your glory, your throne. Oh, Jesus, no other name we sing, Jesus, forever the same, our King Jesus. Love's greatest story, tell me the story of Jesus, and write on my heart every word. Tell me the story most precious, the sweetest that ever was heard. Tell how the angels in chorus sang as they welcomed his glory, glory to God in the highest, peace and good tidings to earth. Tell me the story of Jesus, write on my heart every word. Tell me the story most precious, sweetest that ever was.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. The true light that gives light to every man was coming into the world. Christ Jesus, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but made himself nothing, taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth.
Jesus, no other name we sing, Jesus, Master of everything, Jesus, you lay down your glory, your throne. Oh, Jesus, no other name we sing, Jesus, forever the same, our King starry host declare your glory. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest.
Apart from you, there is no God. Light of the world, the bright and morning star. Your name will shine for all to see. You are the one. You are my glory. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. And no one else could ever compare to you, Lord. All the earth together declares glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. To you, Lord. To you, Lord. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. Glory in the highest. To you, Lord. To you, Lord. Glory in the
All the earth will sing your praise, the moon and the stars, the sun and the rain. Every nation will proclaim that you are God and you will reign. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory to you, Lord. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hallelujah. All the earth will sing your praise, the moon and the stars, the sun and the rain. Every nation will proclaim that you are God and you will reign. Glory in the Joseph was looking for a place to sleep when
life was changed by a baby born.
Mary had secrets that her heart must keep, but then
Life was changed by a baby born.
they were glad,
So glad,
so glad,
so glad.
they were glad,
They
so
were so
glad,
so glad.
their lives were changed by a baby boy. A host of bright angels tell the shepherd that,
Their lives were changed by a baby born.
and when the angel said go, they obeyed the command.
Their lives were changed by a baby born.
They were glad,
So glad,
so glad,
so glad.
they were glad, so glad, their lives were changed by a baby boy. Hallelujah, hallelujah. boy. The kings had to follow a brand new star.
Their lives were changed by a baby boy.
No matter how long and no matter how far,
Their lives were changed by a baby boy.
I was searching for something I could not name.
My life was changed by a baby boy.
I give him room and I am not the same because
Was changed by a baby boy.
and I'm glad,
So glad,
so glad,
so glad.
and I'm glad, so glad. My life was changed by a baby boy. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My life was changed by a baby boy. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My life was changed by a baby boy. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Their lives were changed by a baby boy. Hallelujah. My life was changed by a baby boy. Hallelujah. My life was changed by a baby
Shepherds in the fields, watching their flocks, and it was more than just an ordinary night. Yeah. Angels in the sky, they were suddenly appearing. The shepherds stood and they trembled at the sight. But the angel said, "Fear not. Come to Bethlehem, Emmanuel has come. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Great joy news I bring to all people. For unto you is born a Savior, Christ the Lord. Go tell the world, God Himself is with you as a little baby boy. Great joy, great joy. Yeah. Shout it from the hills, sing it in the streets. Hope has come to dwell among all men. Hey, yeah. God in human form, our Lord and our Redeemer, a Prince of Peace, Almighty God and friend. So let all the earth rejoice, let heaven and nature sing. Glory in the highest.
Hey, imagine if you would with me for just a moment that it's Christmas time, your shopping is nowhere near done, and you hate to shop. Well, you probably don't have to imagine it. That's probably most of our lives. And at this point, there are someone in the crowd, because we're talking about, I just said Christmas is here, we're not done shopping, we hate to shop. If you're one of those folks in the crowd tonight, one of these perky type, incredibly organized people, that right now you're saying to yourself, well, that's not my problem because my shopping's been done since September. I'll tell you right now, keep that to yourself, because you say that out loud, we're just going to beat you up. We don't like that. You see, most of us this time of year, we live with a calendar thinking, how many more days until I can get this done? And we don't want to go out in the mall and fight the crowds, and so we're trying to figure out how many days left before we have to go out and brace the elements, if you will. You see, Christmas makes shoppers out of all of us. So picture this, if you would, with me for just a moment. You're going out for a night of Christmas shopping, but you're going for yourself, a little different element. You're going out Christmas shopping for yourself. This is your night. So you're in the car, you're headed out, and you pass a department store that you've never seen before. You see the front of the store and the name on it says the Happy Life Department Store, everything you need to be happy. You're thinking, I gotta go in that store. So you pull in the parking lot, you walk in the store, you grab a cart, and you head towards the first aisle. You're thinking, I might as well take them aisle by aisle. You hit the first aisle, and the caption on the aisle says, Aisle 1, the aisle of position and prestige. And so you make your way down that aisle. So here's what we think about in our lives quite often. We think that if I can get the next pay level, if I can get the next pay grade, if I can get the next title or the next position, if I can move up the corporate ladder, people will recognize me and see me for who I am, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be content. Then I'll have everything that I need. So in aisle 1, we want to put everything in our cart that we can get in. But here's the problem in aisle 1. It's an incredibly competitive aisle. You see, everybody out there wants to make more money. Everybody out there wants to be up on the pay grade. Everybody wants the position. Everybody wants the title. So the problem in aisle 1 is you have limited supply, but an awful lot of shoppers. So you fight for what you can get it in your cart, and you move on. You come to aisle 2. Aisle 2 is incredibly busy. People everywhere. But don't be alarmed, because in aisle 2, the shelves are just stacked and stocked high with everything you can imagine. Aisle 2 is the aisle of possessions. And in aisle 2, everything you can imagine is there. The cars, the RVs, the snowmobiles. You got the jewelry, TVs, iPods, computers, the flat screen televisions, everything you can imagine, all the possession things, all the things that we like to buy, they're all there, and the shelves are just full. A lot of people, but there's plenty of supply. So we load our carts with as much stuff. We love possession. We love the things of life. And we think, okay, now I'll be happy. We make our way to aisle 3. Aisle 3 is the aisle of adventure. And that's where we load up in our life with all the latest fads, the latest things going on that keep our adrenaline up, because we like energy, exotic trips and new games and whatever it might be. And don't be alarmed if, as you're walking through these aisles, you ever think that, well, I'm running out of room in my cart. Incredible thing about this store, magic carts. Every time you think your cart is full and you see something else you wish you had, don't worry about it. There's always room in your cart. Somehow there'll always be room for you to put more stuff in your cart. Aisle 4. We come to aisle 4. And just as you turn down aisle 4 and start heading down, you hear the announcer come on the PA system. Attention, please. Attention, please. Cleanup needed, aisle 4. Cleanup needed, aisle 4. Aisle 4 is the aisle of relationships. And there's always cleanup necessary in aisle 4, because relationships get messy. And here's why. See, we go through our lives and we think like this. If I could just get the right people in my life, if I could just get the right people around me, if I could just find the right person, if I could just find the right mate, then everything will be in order, then I'll be happy. And as we're walking down aisle 4, we kind of bump into people, and we kind of bump into this one shopper, and you know, they bump back, and yet it's not a controversial or a fighting type bump, it's a pleasurable bump, and pretty soon we kind of exchange looks, and pretty soon we're dating, and then we're married, and we share a shopping cart together, and pretty soon we have little shoppers of our own, and they have their own shopping carts. And we think, now this is the way life was supposed to be. Make no mistake, every one of us are shoppers, and not just at Christmas time. Every one of us goes through life, and we try to get into our carts, we try to get into our life, the positions and the titles, we try to get the possessions, we try to get all the things in our lives. We are shoppers, every one of us, and we never stop shopping. But here's the problem. What you really need and what we are really looking for is not a cart issue, it's a heart issue. You see, we grab all of these things in our lives and try to get them into our cart. But you know what it is that we're really after? It's this thing that we've been singing about tonight. It's called joy. You see, the longing of every human heart is to possess joy. Because here's what joy is. Joy is peace. It's a happiness. It's a contentment that comes from deep inside. That's not affected by what you own. It's not affected by your title or your position. It's not affected by relationships. It's not affected by all these other things in the world that go in and out of our cart. Joy is something that comes from within. Joy is what you get when you find Jesus Christ. The reason we sing and dance and celebrate like this is because our earnest prayer is somehow in being here tonight, you would see joy in our lives, and somehow you might say, you know, I want that. And in this Christmas season, we're hoping and praying for you, not that you'd have a season of joy, but that you would experience a lifetime of joy. And that comes when you finally discover Jesus Christ. You see, we have discovered Christ and the difference that he makes in our lives. And our prayer this Christmas is that you would discover Jesus, that you would have unending joy, and that you discover the difference that Jesus can make. Would you just bow your heads, just close your eyes for a quick second. I just want to offer a very short prayer, and then we're going to finish up. Father, I am thankful for these folks. I'm so thankful for them giving us the time to come out tonight and be a part of this. And I know that we're here for many different reasons. I know some folks have been waiting to come and excited just to come and sing and celebrate and to be a part of it all. Others just came to check us out and see what's happening. There are other folks that have come in kind of crawling in emotionally. They are facing some huge life issues. And they're here tonight hoping that maybe they could forget about them for just an hour. Father, regardless of why we are here, I pray that every person here, that you would somehow let them know that this joy that we're singing about can be theirs. It can be something that they have, regardless of what they're facing, regardless of the circumstances in their life. They can have this inner peace and inner contentment and inner happiness that's not affected by all these other things in the world. Our prayer for them is that they would discover joy, that they would discover a personal relationship with Jesus. Father, thank you for sending your Son into this world. We are so grateful. He is the reason why we sing and we celebrate. Thank you for this incredible gift. I pray this all because of Jesus. Amen. Well, you know what? It says Christmas spectacular, and it wouldn't be spectacular without a big ending. So, big ending. Here we go.
Have you enjoyed yourself this evening? I can't hear you. Have you enjoyed yourself this evening? How about you, choir? You guys doing good? Let's sing this. Sing the wonders of his love. Sing the wonders of his love. Sing the wonders of his love. Now and forevermore. Now and forevermore. All is well. All is well. He is here, Emmanuel. Sing the wonders of his love. Now and forevermore. Who is like the Lord our God? There's nothing like his love. There's nobody else like him below. Nobody like him above. Right. Now I just want to sing of his goodness. Come to earth tonight. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Come on and testify. Come on and testify. Yeah. Sing of the wonders. Sing the wonders of his love. Of his love. Sing the wonders of his love. Now and forevermore. Now and forevermore. All is well. All is well. Emmanuel. Sing the wonders of his love. Sing the wonders. Now and forevermore. Tell about his righteousness, the glory of his might. Come on and shout your praise to God. Why, choir? Because he has heard our cry. That's right. Now hope is in a light up of darkness. Shine on every heart. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Bright and morning star. Bright and morning star. Oh, yeah. Of his love. Of his love. Of his love. Now and forevermore. Now and forevermore. last show tonight. Are we gonna send them out right, choir? That's right. Let's start it low first, though. Let heaven and nature.
Let heaven and nature, let heaven and nature, let heaven and nature say joy.
Heaven and nature.
Let heaven and nature, oh, let heaven and nature, let heaven and nature say joy.
It's just spectacular.
Let heaven and nature, let heaven and nature, let heaven and nature say joy.
Heaven and nature.
Let heaven and nature say
Joy. Say joy. Say joy.
Let heaven and nature say joy.
Get it up. Here we go. Heaven and nature. Heaven and nature.
You honor us tonight by your enthusiasm and your excitement, and you honor us by being here. Wish you a good night and a blessed and Merry Christmas. Good night. Good job, everybody.